tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami. It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. The New York Knicks coming to this one following a loss, guys, and that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, we might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. And now the New York Knicks starters. Inside, it's Porzingis and Kanter. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Erik Spoelstra.
That free throw, no good. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Erik Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Now here's Hardaway. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Just 4 to shoot. Takes the 3. Kept alive. Tipped away. And stolen by Richardson. Shoots from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You got to keep track of Waiters here, especially when he starts to leak out like that and wants to attack you early in transition.
Here's Ntilikina, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
Miami with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, we all know how confident Goran Dragic is when it comes to scoring inside. Nice shot selection there for him.
Pass to Ntilikina. Screen by Porzingis. Kanter against Whiteside. Kanter's shot is off.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
There's a good screen. Kanter sets the pick for Hardaway. Here's Porzingis, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Right side a screen. Now here's Richardson. Tight defense on him. Second chance shot. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from. And Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Now here's Porzingis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Cantor with a screen on Whiteside. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis at that size, able to use a screen, that is a huge asset for the team.
Rockets the pass to Richardson. Kicks to Whiteside. Again, the Heat, good for 2. Here's Ntilikina. Outside, Porzingis. And there's the pass to Knox. Back to Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Cantor. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Outside, Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Shoots from the line. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Knox. Richardson covering. Shot off the screen. Knox misses.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish. That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach David Fizdale.
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me physically we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And I'll tell you, Brent, a lot of distractions for the Knicks over the last few years.
Well, quite a number of coaching changes, obvious changes to the front office, so that means you're turning in a different direction, and some people in the Knicks organization really having a hard time just getting along with one another.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Check out the stats for Hardaway, how he performed last season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Here's Knox. Over Richardson. The offensive rebound.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Raiders for 3. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Here's Ntilikina. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Waiters. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 25-point game against Milwaukee. Poked away, and so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Dion Waiters. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Lee's checked in for Hardaway. Clock at 6. Lee kicks to Porzingis. Over Johnson. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 points so far. Pass to Wade. Over Lee. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's Ntilikina. That 3 off the mark. Dragic the pass to Johnson. Over Porzingis. Johnson can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 13. Porzingis kicks to Cantor. It's tipped. Passes it to Lee. Cantor inside. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Now here's Wade. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. No good from Dragic. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Plays it in off the breakaway. He's got 6.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Knox. Back to Porzingis. New York moving it around. Ntilikina can't hit. The Heat leading by 15. Johnson a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you can see why the D is willing to just back off and really take their chances with his jump shot.
And the basket by Knox.
Lee does a great job of sticking with it and then finding a teammate.
Miami's gone 0-4 from 3-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside.
The one thing about Porzingis last year that we saw with the departure of Carmelo Anthony is, could you lean on Porzingis to shoulder the offensive load? He was phenomenal in that role last year before the injury. So out on the perimeter, above the rim, finishing off breaks, he's capable.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Lee. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. Here's Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
It's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And talking about Porzingis, what really separates him as a scorer, Brent, is his jump shot.
Well, at 7'3", we always think, man, he should be down on the post or have 2 feet in the paint working on his post-up game. That's not what he's about. He's terrific catching and shooting. He can handle the ball enough to take 1 or 2 dribbles to score at the rim. He's really good on the right side of the floor, shooting over the top at the mid-range, and he can overpower defenders. So all of the offensive skills are there.
Take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th on the list, Enes Kanter.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Here's Kanter. There's the pass to Hazanya. Back to Kanter. Burke with it. Johnson's there. And that one's good. Burke.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Heat leading by 13. Screen by Olynyk. Pass to Winslow. He kicks it to Olynyk. Over Lee. Olynyk can't hit.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Porzingis can't hit.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Knicks trail by 15. Burke kicks to Hezonja. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. 6 to shoot. Wade against Lee. It's stolen by Wade. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Enes Kanter. Great showing for him last season. 5th in field goal percentage. And he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And now, here's Hezonja. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Wade dishes to Johnson. Back to Wade. 6 to shoot. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
That's just better offense from Dwayne Wade, trumping the defense.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Wade. He's got 6 over Lee, and it's Miami with another.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now Burke. Right side, Porzingis. Shoots over Olynyk. No good on the buzzer beater. Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for the Miami Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, their efforts have been rewarded here after winning the battle over second chance points has them ahead on the scoreboard.
Kelly Olynyk is out there with Winslow, and it's Tyler Johnson. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Magruder in at the 3. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Winslow, the pass to Johnson. Here's Magruder. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. Plays it up and banks it in. Olynyk's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Erik Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Erik Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
And Enes Kanter picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Moutier, he's checked in for New York. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Olynyk sets a screen for Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here's Moutier. Outside, Porzingis. Cantor sets the pick for Porzingis. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Knicks hope to build a contender around their star player, Kristaps Porzingis. He said playoff experience would be huge at this point in my career. The sooner, the better. That's the only thing I'm focused on. What I need to do on the court to play better, make my team win. Kevin, will see if they can get there together.
Thanks, DA. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering that?
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
Making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Knox is checked in. Hezonja kicks to Moutier. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. From 17 feet out. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Miami leading by 18. Three-pointer Ellington trains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Now here's Moutier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And there's the foul. It's on Rodney McGruder. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes. Dion Waiters checked in for Rodney McGruder. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hardaway's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Knox. Covered by Winslow. On the clock. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. James Johnson's checked in for Justice Winslow. Down low, Hardaway. Basket good.
Hardaway Jr. committed to get inside on that particular play, locked in and shrugging off the defense.
Waiters passes to Johnson. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
One shot, mind the lanes.
That one misses for Johnson.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
He gets that one. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Wow, at times it seems like Johnson is better finishing through contact, especially when he drives inside.
Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. A three-pointer, no good. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle.
You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Impressive shooting touch from James Johnson. That's what the summer's for. Get your touch right. Deadly right here tonight.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Porzingis, that's a 2. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Now here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
They set the pick, and here's Porzingis for a 3. The rebound by Johnson.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
That free throw missing. You look at the Knicks free agent signings, Brent, haven't been so great over the past few seasons.
Yeah, a lot of that's been due to major injuries. When you sign veteran guys and you're in a situation where you're hoping to win now or get to the playoffs, there's a risk that comes with that. So that cap management for the Knicks, it's been a tricky game and one they've come up on the short end on.
Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
And
to coach
paid
a
that
team.
kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, and the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job.
Right.
Because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Here's Dragic, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 6.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Hardaway sets a screen for Moutier. Porzingis with a screen on Richardson. Screen by Porzingis. Knocks the pass to Hardaway. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hardaway has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Waiters for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
It's a thing of beauty when it goes in. Waiters with his own style from deep.
Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. It's stolen by Dragic. And he banks in the layup.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, they've been the better shooting team throughout the first half because of their patience and because of their shot selection.
Now here's Moutier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here is Whiteside. Dragic kicks to Richardson. Passes it to Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Richardson. Over Porzingis. Richardson, no luck. The Knicks have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here's Moutier. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Waiters. Here's Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Johnson's got 12 in the game.
Well, right now, being effective on the offense, and when Johnson gets into this kind of rhythm, he's going to stay on the attack.
Screen by Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Waiters. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Waiters. Free throw line jump shot. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Dragic with it, now defended by Moutier. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Kicks to Waiters. Over Moutier, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
Free throw, good. Waiters.
A tremendous opportunity for David Fizdale to re-energize his coaching career. Just that short stint he had in Memphis. He's a smart guy, a ton of charisma, which of course the New York fans are going to react to, and try to rework this roster and find some talent and push forward.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Whiteside. Olynyk comes in for Johnson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Josh Richardson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now the pass to Waiters. There's the screen. He kicks it to Wade. Good D by Lee. And when it came to hiring Fizdale, the Knicks went so far as to contact their former coach, Pat Riley.
Yeah, Pat, a bit of Knicks royalty with his success in the Big Apple, said this about Fizdale, that he's got a great mind and that he'll be mentally prepared for everything New York throws at him. So a good choice for the Knicks, and we'll see how he performs in the big city.
Here's Wade after Enes Kanter's basket, and he gets it to go. 10 points for Wade.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Burke kicks to Lee. Burke with it. Up top, Kanter. Back to Burke. There's a screen by Kanter. And again, New York with the triple.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Waiters passes to Wade. Over Lee. The shot by Wade, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And now, here's Hezonja. He's guarded by Waiters. Kanter with a screen on Olynyk. Back to Hezonja. Over Waiters. Misses off the left iron. Miami's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. A rebound by Hezonja.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Heat out front, just dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Dwayne, how'd you get on top of these guys in the first half?
Well, one way is get out in transition. Besides that, we run our offense and make sure we get paint touches. We play inside out. We got guys that's been very aggressive, so it's been working for us.
Yeah, that flow is the key to your success. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to you, I guess.
And
not you.
Not him?
You.
Oh, her, for sure.
Them.
Yes.
This is Ernie Johnson. That's Kenny, that's Shaq. It was all about Miami as the game got going. Their sharp focus and apparent preparation for the matchup helped them zero in on an 8-2 run off the tip. They held up the intensity, and by the end of quarter one, were out in front by 15. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA, over.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
A great look at American Airlines Arena right on the shores of Biscayne Bay as we welcome you back to Miami. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And New York looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina, and it's Knox in at the small forward position.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Richardson.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
Off the inbound. It's stolen. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Ntilikina passes to Porzingis, and that one good. Porzingis has got 20.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Shot from free throw range. Porzingis with the block. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. Clock at 4. Richardson dishes to Whiteside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Whiteside's got 9.
And a nice calmness there from Whiteside. Even with the low shot clock, he delivers a big one.
Cantor with a screen on Dragic. Here's Ntilikina. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. And here's Richardson. He has 7. Pass to Whiteside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 11.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Cantor. Right wing. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Dragic. Tries from 16, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And that's all you can do. Tip your cap to Ntilikina, a hard guy to frustrate.
Richardson the pass to Waiters. Right side a screen. Waiters into the lane. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start. Ntilikina
kicks to Porzingis. Passes to Cantor. Screen by Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide-open look. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Deflects the pass. Whiteside hangs. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Whiteside's got 13 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
McGruder's checked in for the Heat. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Ron Baker, he's checked in for the Knicks. Ntilikina kicks to Cantor. And Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one's swatted.
Johnson dishes to Richardson. Whiteside, the pass to Richardson. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Now here's Porzingis. 20 points for him. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen by Cantor. Off the pick. Second chance effort with 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup. Cantor's got 6 points.
With a number of go-to moves and a soft touch, Cantor can crush you inside.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
Heat moving the ball around. Here's Whiteside, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And you talk about Cantor's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a 3-point shot to his repertoire.
Knicks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Inside, Crystal on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
I like seeing Ntilikina keep his balance despite the contact. This is how he converts these and ones.
And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his potential.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Ntilikina.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete, or any season for that matter.
Moutier, he's checked in for Ntilikina. Hardaway with the steal. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And you can see Porzingis, a great job as a big to run the floor and help get that 3.
And memories of the Big Three era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough and trying to figure out a path to get there.
2 shots.
That one is off.
Well, this Heat team is a collection of a hodgepodge of players, just interesting combinations, guys who can switch all over the floor. But I think they're still trying to find out what their role is. Who's going to end up stepping up to be the scorer that they lean on, and they try to be greater than the sum of their parts under Erik Spoelstra. Some nights they are.
And the Heat culture, not for everyone certainly, intense practices, lot of preparation, demanding fitness standards. There's a lot to digest.
Well, Pat Riley is still around, isn't he, Kevin? So with that fact, Erik Spoelstra doesn't stray too far from what it is that brought Pat Riley a ton of success in Miami in setting up that culture and that sort of work mentality on a daily basis. You got to be tough and you got to be willing to work if you're in Miami. Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Now here's Johnson. He's got 6. Magruder. Here's Whiteside. And he drops it in from the low post. Whiteside's got 17 now.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Miami leading by 17. Teardrop shot, and there's the bucket from Magruder.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Here's Moutier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. No good from Lee. Poke loose, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Whiteside.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. Just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. And it's Magruder in the corner. Clock at 6. Over Lee. Here's Whiteside. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Rodney Magruder. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Johnson. The Knicks also changing it up. Mario Hezonja comes in for Ron Baker. And it's Burke in for Moutier.
1 shot, gentlemen.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
Whiteside's experimented a bit with his free throw shooting throughout his career, even trying jump shots from the free throw line, so still trying to find the magic recipe to be more consistent.
And now, here's Hezonja. He's got 5. There's a screen by Cantor. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 26. He feeds it to Cantor. Stolen by Winslow. Now Wade. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Porzingis kicks to Hezonja. Back to Porzingis, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And for Porzingis, one of the next steps for him offensively, becoming a better distributor.
Well, he showed last year, the first couple months of the year, to be a prolific scorer, and defenses know that too. So now the idea is, what if we crowd Porzingis? What if we double team him? Can he make the next play to his teammate? We'll see if it starts to unlock itself this year for him.
Here's Miami now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Whiteside a screen. Ellington the pass to Whiteside. Back to Ellington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ellington's got 5 now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Winslow. Hezonja defending. Out to Wade. Shot clock at 6. With the fadeaway. The Knicks pull it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Wade following the score by New York. A minute 50 left in the third. Here's Whiteside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Whiteside's got 17 points here in the second half.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Porzingis. He has 29. They shoot again. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Burke after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. And stolen by Ellington. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his third foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Dragic in for Wayne Ellington. Robinson's checked in for New York.
Let's go.
51 seconds left in the third. Wade for 3. The shot will not fall.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Robinson sets a screen for Lee. Back to Robinson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Now here's Winslow. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested J.
Softly drops in the floater. And that's now 7 points for Trey Burke.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defender.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Wade and Winslow out on the wings. Olynyk is out there with Haslem. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Buries it from three-point range. Hazanya's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for New York. Haslem a screen. Olynyk sets a screen for Wade. And the pass to Olynyk. The basket good off the assist from Wade. That's 7 points for Kelly Olynyk.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
And the basket by Wade.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
There's a good screen. Here's Burke. Rebound by Olynyk.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Outside Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by New York.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Burke kicks to Hazanya. There's a screen by Robinson. Burke, the pass to Hazanya. Here's Robinson. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Haslem a screen. Outside Dragic. Haslem a screen off the pick and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Yeah, and it is that screen that opens up the necessary space for Dragic to drain the shot.
There's the pick. Robinson kicks to Burke. Pass to Hazanya. Thomas a screen on Wade. Here's Hazanya. Excellent D from Wade.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
Here's Hazanya. And a miss there on the triple. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Wade outside. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got 2 pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one
recent
I played
23?
against. Yeah,
oh,
that
that
guy.
23.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Screen by Olynyk. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Wade with it. Robinson picks him up. Wade against Robinson. And the basket by Wade.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
New York's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Back to Hazanya. Thomas a screen. And now here's Hazanya. From deep. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. They got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Still attacking building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. They set the screen. Hezonja on the wing. There's a screen by Robinson. Pass to Burke. There's Thomas with the three. That one falls, coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 4 assists in the game. Rockets the pass to Haslem. Good ball movement here by Miami. And yes, it's good. Olynyk got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Hezonja kicks to Robinson. He dishes it to Burke. Shoots over Dragic. That one a little long. The Heat have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Misses the 3.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Pass to Burke. The shot misses. Dragic with some nice D. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Wade passes to Winslow. And it's good, 2 points.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Robinson sets a screen for Burke. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. That is his first foul of the game. Well, there's a lot of talk, too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft. And Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well who in 1995 came out as the
17-year-old, I know
in
it.
the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer.
A lot
isn't
of these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years, where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation. Vonleh kicks to Mudiay. There's the pick. They get a hand on it. From deep. He can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. Dragic with it. Johnson outside.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Ellington comes in for Goran Dragic.
Wayne Ellington. Bam Adebayo.
Here's Adebayo. And Ron Baker gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the finals.
There's a screen by Robinson. 5 on the clock. Here's Moutier. And a miss there on the triple. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson kicks to Olynyk. Back to Johnson. Here's Magruder. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. There's a screen by Robinson. To the left side wing. The pass to Moutier. To end the drought. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
New York shooting well. They're at 45%.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Hassan Whiteside.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clicking?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, you know, even the guys from the bench. You know, we need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody has to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
True team effort, got it done tonight. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.